The nares are located on the ventral side of the shark, and its function is to allow the shark to detect odors in the water by passing the water in and out of the olfactory sac. The lateral line can sense changes of pressure and movement in the water, which can help the shark detect prey and other organisms. The dorsal spine was removed from the shark for safety reasons. This shark uses these spines to defend itself because it has a poison in it and it's very sharp. The spiracle is pretty much a water passageway that leads into the mouth and starts the respiration process. The external gill slits are where the water is pushed out of after the respiration process. The endolymphatic pores are the openings into electroreceptors that are sensitive to changes in the water.
This is a liver.
And the liver actually has 3 different lobes. There's, as you can see, one on the left, one on the right, and then one at the top if you really look closely. The liver helps process food, and it also keeps the shark buoyant because of the oil in it. The stomach is where the food breaks down, but when cut open, the rugae is located, and it helps regulate the passage of somewhat partially digested food into the shark's intestines. The esophagus connects the shark's mouth to the stomach. It's a connecting chamber. This image is actually the inside of an esophagus, which is home to the papillae, which pretty much just helps move food into the stomach. The shark's spleen's main job is to create red blood cells, and it's also the main part of its immune system. Here we have the shark's intestine, and its primary function is just digestion, but also inside of it is spiral valves, which really helps with the absorption of nutrients for the shark. And this is the rectal gland in the shark, and its main function is just to regulate the shark's salt balance.
Is the atrium. The thick-walled chamber is the ventricle, and then coming off the ventricle is like a straight branching structure, kind of like your aorta, and that's the conus arteriosus. Good job, Kurt.
The path of blood in the shark basically goes from the sinus venosus to the atrium, and then to the ventricle, and then to the conus arteriosus. The olfactory lobe is where smell is detected and processed to the brain. The cerebrum controls voluntary actions. The optic lobe is where the stimulus from the eyes is transferred to the brain. The cerebellum controls muscular coordination and balance and position. And finally, the medulla is pretty much the base of the brain, and it controls a lot of spinal reflexes and movement.